So I want to ask Bobo, is it Dr. Keys or Dr. Keynes? But I'm actually just playing this game in one sit down, recording the whole thing, and then uploading the first video to the YouTubes. So by the time I finish playing Mega Man, I should have had enough feedback from people to think, hey, this might be fun. I'll play Mega Man 2 next. Or, oh my god, people really want to know what the fuck I'm doing playing Mega Man games. Ooh, boy, the natives are restless. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Generally, what I would expect is there are people who are going to like watch the Kawaii games exclusively and ignore everything else. And the people who are going to actually bother to watch this at all will probably say it's fun. But if it gets like 6 views per video, maybe the Mega Man gaming stops here. But it will not stop until I beat Mega Man 1 at least. And we will continue on that right... Oh, let me reset my timer. Just so I can see if I get to like 45 freaking minutes long or so. But we're going to continue on now. Dr. Wily stage. Up and down do nothing. You have to press left and right. It's kind of bizarre, but it is what it is. And now, like I said, we were just so excited by the idea that we'd beaten all the robot masters and we're ready to face Dr. Wily himself. And it was actually later Mega Man games that had like Dr. Wily logos showing up at other stages. Like, Dr. Wily was kind of a mysterious figure to us at this point. Who is Dr. Wily? What kind of a man is he? Just the merest little eyebrow wiggle we thought was the fucking coolest thing. You'll see it now. Because we had no idea what we'd be facing at the end of the stage either. Like, an actual scientist guy? I just thought that was the coolest thing ever. And this music too, I just felt was like so ominous and oppressive. And then, I'd never done it before, but what a brilliant strategy. Freeze it and then shoot it a bunch. I don't think I realized that it would actually freeze. But how annoying is this? The stage opens with multiple big eyes. You've already seen how much damage they do and how annoying they are to deal with. So your normal tactics of just trying to avoid them? Yeah, I did not... I never occurred to me to do this. I did not know the Iceman weapon would freeze these guys. So trying to do your normal, like, okay, avoid them when they're jumping if possible, but mostly just tank it and move forward. That was always my approach to the beginning of the stage. And 3 of those guys feels a lot of damage. That was weird. Oh, that's no good. I gotta freeze it when it's low. Damn. I'm not doing this right. There we go. I think this part I did figure out as a kid. No, that's not gonna help me. I probably just tanked the damage. That's a lot of damage. If you're as bad at this as I seem to be. I keep kind of hoping I can freeze it when it's starting to head down a little bit. I'm gonna get game over here. Because I can't... He doesn't want to jump right. You have to jump at like exactly the right second. Alright, so we're off to a stellar start. Especially because I gotta do this laborious, but at least as effective, Iceman process against these guys like 3 times just to get to that part. I did appreciate that Dr. Wily would have the exterior of his castle guarded by a bunch of these guys, since they're such a pain in the ass. Down with Big Eye. There was a commercial for some camera with like an automated red eye removing feature that had this song that was like down with red eye. So we cleverly, as little fellers, converted that to down with Big Eye. because that was the enemy this game, that name that enemy had in the manual that we saw, which doesn't seem to be the real manual, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you can destroy them. Is it possible that I can drop a bomb in there? Probably not. Oh, perfect. No, damn! It has to be all the way down. I don't see how I deal with both of them at the same time. Unless you do that. Which is what you're supposed to do. Okay. Alright, got it. Sometimes it takes me a while to figure these things out. This just seems like a real pain in the ass. Well, if you fall off of this, do you land in the spikes or can I drift forward? Well, I can drift forward, but then I didn't freaking jump. I did. I pressed the jump button. That was total bullshit. I'm complaining to Capcom. Capcom, go back and fix that. The original Mega Man is glitched. I want it repaired. Now I need to really hope that I get some ammo. So I guess I was a little kid. I wasn't that smart, but making you use the different weapons to clear this stage is pretty clever, because you can't actually get to this stage without having those, so it's fair that they would put in puzzles that require the clever use of the Robot Master's weapons. I believe we used to try to freeze them in midair and go under them instead of killing them, because I was afraid that if you tried to kill them, that we very rarely actually managed to kill those guys when we played this back in the day. I think we figured that it was like never worth it. God damn it. And if I run out of Ice Match weapons, I'm just kind of screwed. And I'm going to run out of Iceman weapon at this stage. Okay. There we go. Perfect. I just keep hoping every screen... It's a really short level. Every screen has to be the last. What do I want more of? Gutsman weapon, probably. Because it looks like it's going to do a thing where I need it to advance, and I don't know if that'll happen again. Okay, this isn't too bad. I think this screen seems familiar. This may be the continuation. Oh, come on! I jumped! Okay, it felt like the continuation point as I saw it. Last life, so I don't have to worry about wasting a lot of magnet weapon, because that nightmare is coming, folks. The magnet beam portion where there's just shitloads of death spikes. Like, seriously, game. I mean, you're meant to get through there without the magnet beam somehow. That's not as long as I remembered. I do remember that if you fail... Oh, because of this. Then you get up to here and you're fucked. Oh, just made it. So do I want to... I think this is the boss coming here. I'm going to save the game. We will overwrite it. Yeah. Now there is there's a cheat. We're gonna use the cheat here and see that, and then I guess I'll take a few cracks at beating it legit. Although I've only got half health, so that wasn't very smart. Yeah, the start button is there. No, L1 is the Mega Man 1 in-game pause. Oh, that's right. I forgot about this. So the boss is forming from left to right. So right from the beginning, you're kind of hosed, because you don't know that's happening, and you just stand there waiting for the boss to show up, and you're already getting damaged. So just... see? Okay. This is a fucking nightmare. I don't think we got here with enough help for me to actually win this using the cheat. Because you have to basically memorize its pattern and be really good at avoiding its pieces. It does do the same pattern every time, though. See, this is what you're supposed to do, but it's too late now. I do remember it making that goofy-ass noise, too. I don't think we got enough health to beat it here. I think I gotta start the stage over. But if you memorize its pattern, it's the same every time. You gotta jump over the first one, stay low, jump, stay low. Then you have two that you kind of have to jump together. You gotta be ready for it immediately. At least here you have some indication of what's coming. Yeah, the first pass it gives against you, you can't see what's coming. The second time, you see pieces of its body turning in that round little shape that flies back and forth left to right. So you have some warning of what's coming. You don't get that the first pass. It's kind of ridiculous. Certainly annoyed me as a kid. This was as far as I could get as a kid playing this game when we had it as a rental. It's like, no freaking way I was beating this. Jump once, jump. Then there's one coming where... Oh, I thought that was the one where you do it. Oh, I hit the wrong button. No, I don't want to do this. How do I get out of this? I did not mean to hit the share button. So I got game over because I had the share button instead of L1. But you can see what I was trying to do is like start slamming that button. So is it fun watching me try to save scum my way past this guy? I don't know why I'm trying to do it with half health. I might as well just give up and start over. inside its body. That's not going to work out. I think I need to let it go. Come back and do it with full strength. I did not mean to save there. But I think I just saved there so well. So anyway, the traditional way to beat that boss is to shoot it in the eye with a Megaman weapon and then use the pause-unpause trick to make one Megaman shot enough to kill it. Because, as you can see, every shot you get against it is a freaking nightmare, because you can only shoot at it when its eyeball is visible. Its eyeball is visible for like a nanosecond, and it's after every attempt you have to like dodge all that shit to get another shot. So he is the toughest boss in the game. I remember fighting bosses that come later and not thinking they were as bad. But since I got through the stage once, you know what? Fuck it. I am totally save scumming this shit from here on out. Won't do this for every stage of the game, but this stage, I just... personal grudge against this stage from my childhood. And I don't even feel the need to play fair in defeating it. So I'm going to save here, just so I don't have to worry about wasting too much Iceman weapon. All respect for me as a true gamer is now gone for you guys, I'm sure. That didn't work. Well. Wow, fudge. Okay, so, like, you need to actually freeze them as columns to stand on. You can't even just, That's not gonna work. I don't know why I was doing that. I had it at the right spot. Oh well, let's continue the cheesery. Because if I can just beat the damn Rockman boss, I'll feel pretty good about myself, actually. Yes, that is just... that is where I am as a human being. I just need to beat Rockman and I'll feel better. Now, with the big nightmares, this is all very frustrating stuff. And then you've got to clear it to get to the damn screen that you really... are going to have much easier time crossing using magnet weapon. And then the game tries to not let you do that. By like making you need a fuck ton of magnet weapon at the end. So actually, yeah, I told a lie earlier. I said you could win the game without Magnet Man, or about the magnet beam weapon. You need it at the end there. I don't see how you can win without it at the very end. Because you've got that ladder that's up at the top of the screen and no way to reach it. Oh, I suppose my invincibility frames didn't last as long as I'd hoped they would. I'll take that. That's fine. I swear these guys fire more often in this, than they did in Iceman stage 2. I don't know if their patterns are random, if that guy's ever going to come down here where I can jump on him. Okay, so I just fell right off. Yeah, I'm totally safe scumming this. I will not be doing this for the most part in, I don't think I'll need to do this at all, Mega Man 2. This game, I just find this part to be way harder than anything else in the Mega Man series. Maybe it's just in my head. Maybe I've got like a block based on that experience as a kid. And I feel like if you lose to Rockman himself, or Yellow Devil, or whatever he's called, you go back to that continuation point we just saw. You don't go back to the beginning of the stage. I mean, to the room right before he shows up. This isn't full health, but it's better than I had. It also leaves us position to see what happens if you continue from here, because I'm curious. If you lose and continue, do you get to start from this screen? That would be lovely, actually. Terrifying music when I was a kid. And I'm already too late with the elect weapon. Or maybe not. This is what it basically is. This is the trick. Let's see if I can actually get past it more than once now. No. So where do we continue from? You continue from here. Okay, this isn't too bad. It means that if you actually get here... Now, I cheated like crazy to get here with a life in reserve. How much elect man weapon have I got? I used one shot. Okay, fine. I think even if you... I'm going to try to beat it fair and square. Try to actually figure out its pattern well enough to survive. But I don't know how many times I'm going to do this before I just decide, screw it. I don't need to beat this thing to prove that I'm a worthwhile human being. There's like one point in this pattern where you gotta jump really high. Because you gotta clear two of them in one shot. There's not that much room. I mean, there's really not a lot of room. I'm not convinced that something else might not be just as good against it. We haven't used Fireman weapon against anything. I mean, you can't use the cheat with any of these other weapons. Yeah, you have to memorize the pattern, basically. That did not do shit. Did I save data? I did not mean to save data there. Okay, I don't think I saved data. I picture it being really hard to hit it with Guts Man weapon. And I just completely whiffed. Yeah, the Elect Man weapon is the best weapon to hit it with, regardless of how you're fighting it. Based on the fact, well, even if you're not using the cheat, it's still the best weapon because it moves up and down and actually hits it. Because the eye can appear anywhere in the body. If you memorize the pattern completely, you can avoid taking damage. All I know is that there's one point where you got to jump 2 low ones in a row, and I can never remember exactly when that is. And I somehow missed it. don't know why that was worth loading. I'm just going to be at the same place, basically. Alright, I tell you what, it's a 30-minute video. Alright. If I get to like the 30-minute point and I still haven't beaten it legit, I'm just gonna say, fuck it. The cheat was available on original hardware. As a kid, I wouldn't have felt any guilt about doing it. I would have gone straight to it because I wouldn't have been able to save scum my way to having abilities to replay it. Later games would give you stuff like E-tanks that we don't have here, obviously. It's just a question of honor now. Is JG gonna beat this thing with honor, like a turtle fighting with honor? I mean, it's gonna be like, fuck it. It's too important this thing be defeated for my personal honor to get in the way. Either way, at the end of this video, we will be fighting another Wily stage. It's starting to look like my honor will not be intact at the end of this. They really don't give you a lot of room to play with. That time I got hit with this fucking beam. I'm not even sure that's well, that happened the very first time, didn't it? You know what? You know what? I'm gonna take one more crack at this. I forget what I said about 30 minutes. I'm trying this one more time, and if I don't do it, fuck it. I don't care. I hated this boss as a kid. I think it's completely unreasonable. I suppose, in theory, once you've survived the first time, that you would have... I mean, you can see it coming a little bit, but... No. Forget it. I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna beat it fair and square. I'm just not going to. Maybe we'll beat the final Wily boss without cheating. I'm pretty sure I've done that before. But it's the same cheat. It has a form that's susceptible to Elect Man weapon, so if you get that far, you just use Elect Man weapon and the boss cheat. And watch me do really well. Well, watch me do really well surviving it this time. Now that I've decided already I'm gonna cheat. It makes fantastic noises, too. This is what you gotta do. It's weird that this works, but eventually, yeah, it takes a while, but eventually, I guess the Elect Man beam doesn't move at the same rate the rest of the game does somehow with this trick. But you know what? You fucking deserve that, yellow devil. I don't care. I'm not afraid of you, and I'm not gonna write creepy pastas about how much you scared me either, because that's an actual thing people have done. There we go, folks. And the next stage starts right away. You will be pleased to know that, we don't even get our weapons refilled. If we continue from this point, and this was something I never got this far on original hardware, so I wasn't too worked up about it, playing it years later on an emulator, but yes, if you want to beat the rock monster, / yellow devil, whatever it's called, if you die in this stage and continue, you go back to the beginning of this stage. Like this little weird green area we're in now. If you quit and go back to the stage select screen and go to the Dr. Wily stage, you go back to the beginning of the Dr. Wily stage. So you have to beat the Dr. Wily stuff in one run. Now you have to beat the entire game in one run, so it doesn't make that big of a difference, but... yeah, you want to make sure you're actually ready to take out the Dr. Wily stages before you try to take out the Dr. Wily stages. Anyway, folks, when we come back, we're getting into a part of the game that I do not remember as well, because, like I said, my original gameplay experience, that rock monster boss was the end for me. I have played through in later years on an emulator. I don't remember anything that came after that being as frustrating, although the fact that I had save states might have been part of it. But we'll see. There's, if memory serves, we got 3 stages to go, and the last stage is kind of a short boss rush type stage. So hopefully you will join me as we continue our battle through Dr. Wily's castle in the original Megaman. Thanks for watching.